So law number one, face your weakness, build personal resilience. What does that look like? Well, if you're mentally exhausted, if you're emotionally drained, and if you're paralyzed by indecision, and then you just put this fake confident smile on and hope no one notices, well, guess what? Here's a reality check for you. They notice. They know. Your team sees your hesitation. They know when you're stalling. They pick up your slack constantly. Number three, own your chaos. Admit when you're stuck. Admit it. It's an ego thing. Admit when you're stuck, then take action to improve. That's self-awareness. Your team already knows your flaws. Guys, they know you. You've put yourself out there. If you're with them for 4, 6, 8, 10 hours a day, they know you. Just acknowledge them and move on. It's that simple. Because guess what happens? If you have self-awareness, you're going to end up working on them anyways. And they're going to see that too. And that's going to boost them up, and they're going to operate at a higher level also. Stop being a liability. If you trust yourself, your team will trust you. Guaranteed. So law number two, forge your team. Stop making them fake it. Your team isn't fragile. They're just running around, being reactive, cleaning up after you. Leaders do not like to hear this. I say this all the time. I was like, you know what your team's doing? They're cleaning up after you. What? No. Yeah, you run around and cause a ton of chaos and say stupid shit, and they have to come in and clean up after you. And you know how I know that? Because I did that as a middle manager. I was in the Marine Corps, so I thought, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to run this and be super disciplined, and we're going to get people in order. And I had to have linchpins, people that were behind me, thank God that I had them, that would have to clean up my mess. Maybe you're passive aggressive and you don't lead at all, so there's other people around you that have to actually lead. We'll get through this speech. Well, we're down 10% in sales, or, our this and this is down 30%, but, the economy's, everybody always has an excuse for something. We'll get through this speech, that's not a plan. That's not clarity. You know what's happening behind the scenes? If you have a team that cares, they're panicking and they're trying to figure it out themselves. They don't need to survive on your weak leadership. Your team isn't following you, they're surviving you. And that's a problem. So how do we fix this? Spill the truth.